Hello, YouTube world. This is Tonya Henson, my very first video, and I have been wanting to do this for like years and years and years, but I haven't had the guts to do it, and we are on quarantine. It's quarantine, right? 2020, coronavirus coming at you full force. And it's getting ready to be May, and it's a very busy time for us. And we have both of my kids' birthdays, May 17th and May 18th, 4 years apart. And my mother-in-law's birthday, it's Mother's Day. All of the fun stuff of license plates and all of that stuff, life stuff. And I just filmed a video for my students at school and a video for my principal, because we're doing a big collage thing for my principal tomorrow. And we were supposed to do one of those words that's been going around, and mine was devoted. And so what I did was hopelessly devoted. We kind of share a brain sometimes. My principal and I, will just bust out in random songs. We will we can get a word, devoted, and we can sing hopelessly devoted, whatever. We just bust out in song all the time with our secretary. And so I got to thinking about that, and I got to thinking about all the things, the wonder, the just life things that are happening. And right now, I just feel like this encouraging and this motivation, because for weeks now we've been sitting in this house and we've not been wanting to. I have not been wanting to do anything. I've not wanted to clean my house. I've wanted to paint those. I've wanted to rip that wallpaper. I've wanted to repaint this wall and our door, and move around that, just rip that wallpaper off and rip that wallpaper off right there. That's in my kitchen. That's the last thing we've done. And I told my students today, I'm like, this is the first day that I've got up and did my makeup first thing. I kind of did my hair a little bit. And I feel motivated when I do that. And I'm shocked because I've been sitting on that sofa for weeks now, not wanting to tackle this hutch, my coat closet, my kitchen, wallpaper, that painting. I haven't wanted to do any of that. I've just wanted to sit and watch Netflix and binge Netflix, Hulu, Prime videos. I've wanted to just do nothing. And I've cleaned, but I haven't wanted to. I haven't had the motivation to. I've been wanting to do yoga. Catherine and I went and bought yoga mats and the little blocks, and we're going to start this. I'm going to go running. And of course today I'm motivated and it's cruddy outside. But I often think that, why? And it's so true. When they say get up and get dressed like you're going into work anyway, I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's so true. Those chicks were right on. And I just want to sit and drink my coffee. Just let me drink my coffee and just do nothing else. But that's not what we're called to do. We are called to, motivate others and be motivated, and to just do better. We deserve to do better. Our family deserves us to be better, to do better. And I have have not. I have not been, I'm crying. I haven't even wanted to do that. And then it makes you feel guilty, and then makes you feel like, oh, woe is me. And then I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what do I have to offer? And then, and it's because I've been wallowing in my little self over there on that sofa doing nothing, but filling my head with movies and, documentaries and all of those things, more movies and more TV shows like Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, The Resident, SWAT, things that I needed to just catch up on. But, and of course, One Tree Hill, we had that, just representing junk. And I love all of those things, and they're great, but it wasn't motivating me. It wasn't giving me a purpose. And my purpose, I was finding that was trying to just do nothing because I felt like I deserved it, and that's not true. I deserve to do and be better. So I'm committing, I'm committing to you, and that I am going to be fit by 50. That is my goal. Like, I made that hashtag in my phone, and I want to be fit by 50. Most of you know I've been doing faster rate of fat loss since October 2019, and I've lost 30 pounds, and that's without one exercise. And so I am going to commit to exercising. Sorry, guys. I'm going to commit to exercising, and I'm going to commit to myself. He formed me in my mother's womb, and he knows every intricate part of me. And then I watched that movie Unplanned on Netflix, or I'm sorry, not Netflix, Prime, and I sobbed like a baby. It's all about abortion, and it has hit me so hard because I have not personally had an abortion, but I know some women who have, and it's crushed them, yeah, it's been rough. But I watched that last night, and then we had our Zoom meeting for Celebrate Recovery, and I was talking to those ladies about it, and I just can't get it out of my mind. I told my daughter, I texted my daughter, said, you have to watch this right now with your friends, because she is staying over at a friend's house. And I'm like, you have to watch this. And you have to watch it. Like, it's so good. And I just have been a mess. And since then, and it's just made me really think about my purpose and our purpose, and what is your purpose? Your purpose is to, we were talking last night about mothering and parenting, and it's a hard job. And what is your purpose with those babies? But, it is to create great humans, and it's to, bring them up, raise them up as Christ would have you. And I think that if you're not a mom, you deserve to do that for yourself. Maybe you didn't have the greatest upbringing. Maybe you didn't have parents. Maybe you were adopted. Maybe whatever the circumstance for you, you didn't grow up in a great Christian home, or you didn't grow up with all the bells and whistles. But even if you did have that, you still could feel lonely and afraid, ashamed, sad. You still have feelings. You're still a person. And I think that a lot of times we don't realize that. We don't see what's on the other side, and we try to tell our kids all the time, being in the family that you've been born in, it's a daunting task, because we're on a pedestal that people just automatically put us on a pedestal. Working at a school, working at a jail, court system, and then being pastors, and then being leaders in the community, being leaders in the church. you just get scrutinized and put on a pedestal, and not always being meaning that way. It just happens. That's just part of leadership, and leadership comes with sacrifices, and we have to make a lot of sacrifices. Not, but it's, oh gosh, we have to do this. But it's just comes with the territory, and it just comes with our responsibility. But I really just felt like I needed to encourage you, needed to motivate you, and share some gratitude and share some thankfulness that I'm thankful that I have health. I'm thankful that I can get up and walk. I'm thankful that, I have a job that I can work now from home and still get paid, and a lot of people aren't getting paid. And so, just thankful for that. But thankful for my choices that I get to make. And you know me, I'm always talking about choices. And I'm always talking about you choose, you get to choose. And so it's like, come on, Tonya, take your words and for yourself. And you choose. You choose today to wake up and try to look presentable, and try to, do something productive, and not just sit over there and watch your shows, and get up and clean your, pantry and hutch or whatever. I just wanted to say that I am going to do this fit by 50, and I'm just excited for what God's going to do in my life and through the ministries that I've been blessed to be a part of. I just want you to know that God loves you, and He wants you to succeed, and He wants to He's given you a purpose, whether you see it, whether you believe it or not. He's given you a purpose, and you need to sink down deep, find people, get people that's going to motivate you, that's going to be positive, that's going to speak truth into your life. You have to have a group of women, or men if you're a man. That's how we believe, women with women, men with men, and to just our sisters. It's my sisters. It's my, my stepsisters. It's my group of women. It's my wall of women that surround me, that motivate me, that encourage me. And I have found that if I'm not reaching out, I'm not in a good place. And if they're not reaching out, and that's when I was saying earlier how I was just like, ooh, I would get texts from them, and there's, Tonya, I love you, I appreciate you, I've just been praying for you, and those words mean so much, and so God knows, and He knows what you need just when you need it, and He's an on-time God, and He shows up right on time, and that has been proven this few weeks that we've been home, where I've been just like lack of motivation. He is just like, bam, provides that with those women, and getting those texts, and I just really, really, really appreciate that. I keep saying, I'm so sorry. I just really love you, and I may not know you, and that's okay. I really feel like you are watching this because you needed a little bit of love and encouragement and uplifting, and I really think that you have what it takes. You have what it takes, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise, because that's how I spent the majority of my life, listening to the lies of people tell me that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't pretty enough, that I wasn't this enough, and I wasn't that enough, and it's just a lie. And you choose to believe, and you're only as good as what you believe. And so my choice is, I have a choice whether to believe those things or not, whether to act on those things or not, and I have a choice. You do too. I'm sorry to make a ramble. This is Tonya Tangents. I'm going to call it that. My blog's Tonya Tangents. And so anyway, it's almost 15 minutes. So I'm going to go. I love you. I encourage you. God loves you. It could be awesome.